Well, good evening, everyone. It is time for another live stream, Q&A live stream. This is the third one. I did two for some reason. Uh, the Gav Geek is eating dinner. Well, that's cool. I already had dinner. Didn't have a whole lot. Had some leftovers from yesterday. Uh, what was I gonna say? But yeah, out of after 30 votes for all of you, the majority wanted to do these on Friday. So here we are yet again, just like last week, another Friday. Now, last week we didn't have as much of a turnout as the first time, and it's funny because the first time was a Thursday, so uh I don't know. But we'll give it a little bit before some people join in and ask questions and we just have a good time. Philip Lee's in here, so hello. Um Yeah, admittedly, I have a few cookies with me. Chocolate chip cookies. Look how big this thing is. This thing is ridiculous. Northern and Southern Rail fan. Good evening. Good to see you in here. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday, so that is why I have some cookies and other things. DMV area railroads and transit productions. What college am I at? I am at Slippery Rock University, which is a little bit north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's like 4 hours, 4ish hours from like the DMV area, maybe five, depending on how close you are to DC. Unrelated, but my thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to the victims and the families of the victims of the tragic plane to helicopter crash that happened 2 nights ago. That was absolutely terrible. Um, oh, Philip, yeah, I didn't have any moonshine. Honestly, I didn't even have alcohol. Um, I am of age, so like, uh, yeah, that's totally legal. I am now 22 years old. I don't want to hear the Taylor Swift song though. Better not. DMV, thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, January 30th. That is my birthday. For those who didn't know that. You have a question. Is CSX still running trains from Baltimore to Philadelphia? Yeah, well, today, or not today, tomorrow officially marks like when all the reroute stuff has started. A lot of it has, and a lot of the symbols have changed. It's really confusing. I'm not going to get into it. I'm actually not sure if trains are running from Baltimore to Philly, honestly. I would assume no, just because of the tunnel. Well, I don't know, because if they're like going from Bayview to Philly, maybe they don't have to go through the Howard Street Tunnel. But what I do know is that a lot of CSX's trains that are going to Philly or whatever from somewhere that have to go through the Howard Street Tunnel or would have had to are rerouting on Norfolk Southern. One example is M372 and M371. M372, of course, originates in Cumberland, and normally that would just take the Cumberland sub to Point of Rocks, take the old main line to Baltimore, go through the tunnel, get into Bayview Yard, and then go east up the Philly sub there. But with this reroute, M372 is going to do a little bit different of a routing. Uh, and yes, Philip, that's true. M411 and M412, which are the new symbols for L198 and L199, but that's Cumberland to Baltimore, or Baltimore to Cumberland and back to Curtis Bay, so it doesn't even have to touch the Howard Street Tunnel. So that one's not even affected. That one doesn't even touch Philly, but that's true. But yeah, M372 now will. Oh, the train seekers. Great question. I'll get to your questions, guys. So M372 will not take the old main line for the time being. It's going to go east from Cumberland, and then at Cherry Run, it's going to diverge onto the CSX West sub, the former Western Maryland branch, which is what I-116, I-115, and L101 and L102 take. A lot more trains are going to take that, which is going to be cool, or at least 372, 371 will. And then in Hagerstown, I'm not sure if the trains are going to crew change in Hagerstown. Maybe they will. And then they are going to end up. What am I thinking? Hagerstown. Yeah, in Hagerstown, they're going to go on to NS on the Hagerstown district. through like Greencastle and all that, and then in Harrisburg it's going to continue east and take NS all the way to Philly. So that's what M372 is going to do, and 371 back the other way. It's going to be really interesting. What's also interesting is that the question is, will they have to add a Norfolk Southern leader? Because those lines require cab signals, but a lot of CSX's locomotives also have cab signals. Okay, DMV App Geek. Let's see. I got this. So DMV App Geek. I already shared my thoughts about the terrible crash, the plane crash. Train seekers. Great question. At what age did your passion for trains start? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I like to say at birth because I don't know. When I was like 1 or 2 years old, you know, of course, toddlers like to play with toys and all that, and I just for some reason I liked all transportation. I didn't just like trains. I liked planes. I liked trucks, all that stuff. I liked reading books about that stuff. And at a young age, my parents started taking me to places like Strasburg Railroad. Well, it was primarily that, Day Out with Thomas and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I just always liked trains. Like I had a lot of those Thomas trains and all that. Um, I'm trying to think. And that kind of stuff. And then when I actually started getting into this hobby was not after well, honestly, COVID inspired it because there was nothing going on. And I'm like, I'll start taking walks around the tracks and see what happens. And then I catch my first train, and from there on, it was an addiction. Um, so yeah, I've only been legitimately doing this hobby like for YouTube since I've had my driver's license. Well, I guess it was a year after, because it was in 2020. I was 17. So, man, I've been doing this for almost 5 years. Um, okay, we have a troll in here. I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to say that guy's name. So I will skip that. I'm going out of order here. I didn't know there was another plane crash today in Pennsylvania. That is not good. So Bayview is before the tunnel. I think it is, honest. Yeah, it is. It is. So, well then, no. The trains from Bayview to Philly, that's not happening right now. Okay. The local L120 out of Willsmere, Northern and Southern Rail fan. I don't think that's affected at all. I'm not too familiar with the locals like on the Philly sub. I know a little bit about Willsmere simply because M371 and M372 would pass there. Of course, for the time being, it won't due to the reroutes. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at that one guy's comment. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say say his question. Not going to answer it. And Philip, yeah, your grandfather's what started it. That's really cool. Wow, 1930, so almost 100 years ago. So it happened in Philadelphia. The plane crash. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's not 2025 is not off to a good start with that kind of stuff, is it? 4K train videos. The Philly sub is where you typically film choke point. I'm kidding. I have a question for you actually. Or maybe you don't know the answer. Why is it called choke point? It's mainly single track with sidings. Yeah, I think I knew that. With the Philly sub, because I've seen videos of it. Yeah, I've seen videos of trains going through specifically from like Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Yeah, the Philly sub's typically single track. There's a lot of subdivisions that are like that, like the NS Hagerstown district, for example. You heard a rumor that CSX will use Curtis Bay Yard to go around the tunnel and use Amtrak to get to Philly. Well, yeah, that's where a lot of the trains are like terminating in Curtis Bay. And that's the good thing, I guess, with some of this, because yes, while we do lose 372 and 371 and a few other manifests that are getting like rerouted, like Philip said, M405, M406 and all that, which is like the trash trains. I guess that's what M301, M300 was replaced with. I'm going to be honest, I haven't really paid attention because I've been doing my internship. But the good news is ethanol trains and Curtis Bay bound coal trains aren't affected by this. So that stuff you'll still see on the old main line, as well as M411 and M412. It's a lot of waiting. That's why it's called choke It's called choke point. Okay. Uh, they talk about making a double track one day. Well, maybe they will. That would be a big project, but they could do that. Although I will say though, once the Howard Street Tunnel project is complete, it will be cool to see double stacks on trains like IO 31, IO 32. I think Philip mentioned that. What was I gonna say? Philip mentioned that that train is starting in Curtis Bay and going all the way to Jacksonville from there. Yeah, Philip, no one knows what's going on. We're just gonna have to get used to it, and then by the time we get used to it, the tunnel project will probably be over. They're talking. Okay, let me see here. M301, M300 still run. Interesting. Yeah. Again, I haven't really. I have not. I shouldn't even say I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't been paying attention at all. The only trains that I know for certain are M411 and M412 being L198, L199's replacements. But then we also have stuff like M417, M418 that's running in the Newcastle-ish area. I think those are what I don't even know what those are. I really don't know. I don't know. So like if I post a video, let's say I catch one of these trains like out like the Pittsburgh area because some of them are going through there. I'm not even going to say this is formally this because I don't know. It's too confusing. I'm kind of lazy. So okay, it's 18 degrees too low. Oh, 18 inches too low for the double stacks. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why thought that said degrees. Okay, yeah, we've had a good conversation so far. We're only 12 minutes in, and I'm really liking this talk about the Howard Street Tunnel project. I think it's good that they are they are doing this because you know intermodal traffic and all that stuff. They go through auto racks as well. They go through all the time. Well, I think auto racks maybe could fit, but I don't know. I think it's cool that they're doing this. It's going to make Baltimore look a lot more interesting because I go to a lot of Orioles games, and we usually park at the BC lot, which the Howard Street Tunnel is like right down there. So it's called notching the fix. Okay, interesting. DFE AvGeek, you saw ketchup, mustard, and relish at the YMCA and the Bird. Yeah, go O's. Hopefully the Orioles will make some noise in the playoffs this year if we make it. Fingers crossed that we do. That would be cool if we did make it because I don't know the last time the Orioles made the playoffs 3 years in a row. It's been, I think, at least 40 years. You're seeing Come From Away Tomorrow. That's right. I remember that. Oh, they're notching the ceiling. Okay, so not okay. Well, that would make sense because like, I guess it's one of those work smarter, not harder situations. Lowering the oh, okay. So they're basically doing one of these, more so on the bottom than the top, something like that. Shenandoah Junction did that. I know that. Like, I don't know, Philip. Maybe you remember that. But yeah. Wait, Dakota's in here? Not here. Oh my gosh. Philip, that's not Dakota. You may have thought it was. Oh wait, it is Dakota. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. Logan Thompson, number one starter. Yes, he is. Logan Thompson, 6-year extension. Gotta love the Capitals. I know they lost last night, but they got a point, and the fact that they were down by 2 multiple times, still got a point. I'll take it. Ottawa's a good team. So 34, 11, and 6. I think that's still pretty good at this point. Anyways, okay, let's see what Philip said. Oh, is there a way to see the Howard Street Tunnel? Yeah, good question. So I mentioned, so Camden Yards. Actually, let me show you. I'm gonna pull up Google Maps right now. There's a lot of questions here. I'm liking this. This is a lot better than last week. So yeah, there is a way to see the Howard Street Tunnel. I mean, I know it. I mean, maybe it's a little bit tougher to get to access now, given that they are doing the project. But beforehand, yeah, at least. Oh, I can't even type in my password, guys. Let's see. Oh, a BS penalty shot. Dakota, I didn't even watch the game. I watched like the last 5 minutes. I saw we gave up like that cheap goal in overtime. Like I left the guy wide open. Like what the heck? But you know what? The Capitals, like, it's one loss, and at least we got a point. It's a tough road trip. So the fact that we were able to get 7 out of the 10 possible points, that's a win against good teams. Okay, you don't like sports? I'm sorry. Then they got the price lower when. Oh, you're talking about the. Oh, you're talking about the whole Howard Street Tunnel thing. Well, thanks for the information on that. Hang on, guys. I am zooming into the Google Map right now, trying to find where all this stuff is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, you can see right here, this is the CSX Baltimore Terminal sub. There's M&T Bank Stadium where the Ravens play. And there are some roads that the tracks cross. Wrigley Street, Warner Street, and the tracks go kind of like here. The light rail is one of these tracks, or not light rail. Mark Camden Station kind of goes like around here, and the light rail is also in there. But the Howard Street Tunnel is there. See how the tracks kind of disappear. Now I'm gonna go into. Wait a minute. Satellite view. Wait a minute. Oh, great. Give me a second, guys. Where's Oriole Park at Camden Yards? Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's what I'm talking about. Lot BC, right there. So this is where I parked for the Orioles game. Camden Yards is right up here. So, yeah, we usually, like, walk around here. There's this, there's, like, a traffic light. They direct traffic right there. I know, BC lot is so, it's so convenient. Because, like, you literally get to park in between the stadiums, and it's great. Hang on. I'm trying to see. Oh, I haven't used Google Maps in a while. What the heck? Why am I struggling to put in satellite view? This is embarrassing. It's not, yeah, it's like one of the only non-sketchy areas of Baltimore. It's really funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's sad that that's the truth. Hopefully, Baltimore becomes a little less sketchy as. Oh wait, I can do the man. Put the man down. Okay, well this is gonna be hard. But basically, I'm gonna put the guy down right here. We need street view. Yeah, so here is the CSX Baltimore Terminal sub. Oh, actually, there it is, right there. That's right there. That's the Howard Street Tunnel right there. So like, you usually park for Orioles or the BC lots like right here. M&T Bank Stadium is kind of down there. There's also a signal around here. But yeah, there's Oriole Park at Camden Yards. There's the old B&O warehouse. And yeah, these tracks are for Mark. Yeah, these tracks are for Mark. The Camden station's down there. And then there's tracks that go elevated. That's for light rail. You can see the cables. And yeah, there is the Howard Street Tunnel right there. That is the tunnel. I hope that answered your question. And I probably missed a lot of spots. Northern and Southern Mifflin. You remember Dakota from St. Denis? Yeah, well, St. Denis. It's almost been a year since that got shut down because too many people being stupid. Not sure about. I'm just going through. I am going way back with these comments, guys. So let's see. Is there okay? Got the Howard Street Tunnel. Philip, you said M405, M406, M407, 408 are the new trains that pass on the Met. That's cool. Oh, Caleb's in here. Hello, Caleb. Hello. But yeah, I hope that answered a lot of your questions, guys, because the Howard Street Tunnel. It's gonna be interesting how everything works out. It's just really tough to access because I do want to catch a train like going out of the tunnel, and I know there's another like the other end is pretty cool as well. I'm plugging my phone in, so I'm not sure if this is gonna do anything. I don't think it did. That's good. Wait, what did I say? Shut down. I literally blinked out, guys. I don't know why I said shut down. Did I say shut down like an idiot? 5. I never read it. Never read what? You added info above. Oh, yeah, 4K. Okay, so here is what 4K said about the tunnel. So they're notching the tunnel. I think I mentioned this, but I'll say it again. They're not raising the tunnel. They're actually notching the ceiling, and they're lowering the track. And then you also said that it's very expensive. The early price was outrageously expensive, and CSX wasn't interested. Which they already have a lot of money, so I don't know. I'm kind of shocked they didn't just take that because they have a lot of money. And then he said, then they got the price lower and went forward with it. So that's why I do remember like this talk. Oh, St. Denis shut down. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll get into that. Yeah, you're welcome. 4K. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. I do remember that at one point there was talk, I don't know, a few years ago about this project happening, and then they at first shut it down. I guess that's when that happened, and then now they're like, okay, we're gonna proceed with it. Oh, okay. So the St. Denis shutdown. So this was like, I don't even know. I don't even know when this was. It was maybe it wasn't a year ago. Maybe it was like a little bit less than that. But anyways, so St. Denis being close to Baltimore. Not trying to be stereotypical, but there have been a lot of people who, or no, not even that. St. Denis was a very popular spot to rail fan, as some of you know. And yeah, it's a cool spot. You got the 3 tracks, 2 for the cap, 1 for the old main line. And you got the signals for east, really nice straightaways for westbound shots. And then, of course, you got the platform. Well, there were people, and sometimes at St. Denis they have like a cop or 2 that sits there and whatever. Like, that's fine, making sure people are safe. Well, unfortunately, some people have abused that, and they have not been safe around the railroad tracks, which has caused, borderline arrests and, a lot of people getting called in by CSX and other police, which isn't good. And it happens so much around St. Denis that they had to say, okay, we're putting up no trespassing signs. Anyone who doesn't abide by this is going to get in trouble. And then they said that was going to happen, and then for a little bit it didn't. So people were like, oh, St. Denis isn't getting shut down. And then the signs came up. I think Brunswick also has these signs, like around at the North WB side, the side close to the station, but whatever. And yeah, Philip, seen that a lot. Too many BS. Yep, too much BS, for sure. And then, of course, there were people crying about, oh, St. Denis isn't a thing anymore, boohoo. Like, come on, people. There's other spots. Like, seriously. So yeah, St. Denis is like shut down, but like you can still go there. I just don't think you can go on the platform. You can go on the platform during the mark hours, but when it's not, you're technically not allowed to. It's been a little bit, so maybe you could get away with it, but I wouldn't really risk it. So, I don't know. So that's basically what's going on with St. Denis. That's right, 4K. There was a derailment and bad fire in the Howard Street Tunnel. I think it was IO31 that had it. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, Philip, that's right. JD, it's another great spot. And then of course in the cap, Savage is great. Jessup's really good. Dorsey, I go to Dorsey a lot. Although that could be the new St. Denis, who knows. DMV Advocate said 2060. Fingers crossed. Dakota's probably like 60 still down. 60 won't come back for a while. And it's like, man, makes me sad. You stay on the blacktop at St. Denis? Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like, it's not like you can't go to St. Denis. You can't really go on the platforms, which sucks because that's how you get the best shots of the trains, especially westbound. So, we need to go to Longbridge Park again. Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, it is really, really, really close to where that terrible accidents happened. But Longbridge Park's cool because you got the CSX RF&P sub, which has a lot of Amtrak and some of this other stuff. Okay. Dakota's still waiting on 5017. Yeah, 5017 IORY. That's going to be a cool engine once it gets fixed. Especially because it's got a P5 horn. I cannot wait to hear that through Westminster. Fingers crossed. I got 5016 through there not too long ago, so yeah, I love the Maryland Midland in case you cannot tell. Okay, 4K, I'm sorry, I'm going out of order today, guys. You said from a light rail platform you can look down on it with the Howard Street Tunnel. Okay, good to know. What is my favorite train forum to find trains? What do you mean? Like favorite website, favorite sources, favorite spots. Like, can you elaborate on that? Because I would love to answer that question. Philip VRE Amtrak says, wait, VRE goes. I didn't know VRE goes through. I guess it makes sense that it goes through Longbridge Park. What's on your shirt? So this is actually. These are my pajamas. But this is a shirt. This is a giveaway that I actually got at a Pittsburgh Pirates game about 2-3 years ago. It's supposed to go back to like the 70s theme when the Pirates were all about "We are family," and they actually won the World Series that year against the Orioles. So, anyway, that was their last World Series. That was 1979. Okay, so sources. Well, I will say, I mean, I sort of known about like how trains work through YouTube, just watching some people's videos. But Facebook is where I get most of my updates. I'm in a lot of the groups. I'm a pretty big contributor. Pretty big contributor. Try saying that fast 10 times in a row. I'm a pretty big contributor to those groups. So, yeah, I try to post. I try to give updates every time I can. I also have a scanner. I don't have it with me right now, but that's the other thing. Like when I'm out, I do that. But primarily it's Facebook. And then like not just Facebook groups, but Facebook Messenger chats. There's a lot of people who are out that time, and recently Facebook Messenger has added the general chat thing where you can make bigger group chats based on actual Facebook groups. So that's where I get a lot of my information. Northern and Southern Rail fan, what's number 60? Oh, Blaine's in here. I said 2060. What's number 60? Here, I will show you. 2060 is an EMD GP38-3 rebuilt originally from the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, and it is Maryland Midland's Heritage Unit. Here's some pictures of 2060 right there in the good old blue and orange paint scheme. Oh, I like that, but there's Sebellisville. So yeah, that's 2060. And yes, Caleb, you did build that for me. That was awesome. I do need to see 2060 again at some point. I have seen it a few times, but it has been a while, so I would love for that to change, but of course right now 2060 is down. And actually, here's some examples. So this is like locomotive 304. The Maryland Midland engines all used to be in like the 300s back like 10 plus years ago, and they all wore that paint scheme. But now 2060 is the only engine that has that scheme. Do I speak German? No, I do not. The only German words I know are Auf Wiedersehen and Ich liebe dich. Probably didn't even pronounce that right. I know Auf Wiedersehen means until we meet again, and Ich liebe dich means I think I love you. Could be wrong about that. So yeah, Blaine, I am doing great. I hope that answers your questions. By the way, guys, if I ever, what am I trying to say? If I ever forget your question, please type it again or just remind me. Dakota, if I'm not mistaken, they were labeled GP38 ACs. I don't know if you're talking about the 300s or 2060, because I know 2060 says -3, but yeah, that's the thing. I never got to see. Well, actually, that's not true. I was gonna say I never got to see the 300 series, but I do remember one time I was in Westminster just going somewhere, and I got stopped by the train, and I remember seeing blue and orange painted locomotives. I don't know if it was the Stone Train or the UBEG or whatever, but yeah. Oh, okay, so it was on the 300s. Okay, that's cool. GP38 ACs. Interesting. 4K, when you film, you almost have 20 spots around the Philly sub. 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. Well, that's good that you know that. Hey, that's plenty for daylight. The old main line can be very sporadic with that, but let's see. Remember your first video? We're not going to talk about my first video. That's true, Caleb. They did have a few in the 200s. Javier is cool. Hello, hello. Um, yeah, Philip, we all miss the old school locomotives. Although I have seen a good amount of them here up in the Pittsburgh area, like on the Bessemer Lake Erie. Sadly, 878 is down right now. It's in Greenville, not being used. But 862 in the Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range scheme, and 905, the tunnel motor is there. They've been being used. And then the WNYP has Alcos, and those are pretty cool. I know your name because I'm I don't know, Jordan. Jordan's in here. Javier is cool. Well, I'm assuming your name's Javier because that's what your first name. That's what your YouTube name is. So I don't know. Okay, interesting. 4K. You know some Russian. I don't know any Russian. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's see what Blaine said. Um, XNS painted GP38, 2190, and 1899 are together, but unfortunately missed them on RINC, Riker to Newcastle, hauling a loaded coal train. Oh, man. Wait, they put a GP38 in the lead of a coal train? See, the BMP is so interesting. It sucks that they don't have any of their six-axle EMDs, but that would have been cool to see. How does anyone think about the... Ooh, Northern and Southern Rail fan, how does anyone think about NS... and a CSX 4720. I love it personally. Looks a little Conrail-ish in the front, but I think this side is the more appealing side, but I think it's awesome. And then that 911343, whatever that safety unit train is, whatever. I love that CSX is doing this. I think it's great. It's funny because I actually caught 4720 back in March before it got the special scheme. It was leading a loaded coal train. I actually think I may have mentioned that in the last live stream, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. I mentioned it at some point. Oh, it was a joke. Haha, that's funny. Dakota likes the 911 train. Yeah, well, it is his profile picture. CSX 911. Definitely one of the top looking locomotives on CSX. Although I did mention this in the last stream. 3194 is my favorite unit on CSX. Definitely pride in service. We did see 911 at Dorsey. That is right. You like the special scheme, Northern and Southern? Yeah, so do I. Oh, you missed it by 30 minutes. Sorry about that. Hopefully you'll get it on the return trip. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. So on my drive up to the school that I've been student teaching at, I actually go through and Blaine, you probably. Whoa! My computer is doing some weird things. What the heck? Okay, that's really not good. What I was saying, what the heck? Oh gosh. But anyways, Blaine, what I was saying was, okay, I do not like what my computer is doing right now. What is this? What is this, man? Are you kidding me? It's all messed up. Anyways, yeah, so I drive through the town of Renfrew, Pennsylvania, which the Buffalo and Pittsburgh goes through. It's a really nice spot. It's right off of Meridian Road. So that's cool. Tom Grossi's live. Awesome. Philip, you got to go back to New Jersey. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. My computer's... Oh, it's fine. What the heck? It's fine now. What was that? Come on, man. Like... My computer does some weird things sometimes, but that's good that it is okay, because that scared the living daylights out of me. Okay. Let's see. It looked like okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, Philip, the NJT does have some of those old locomotives. That is true. It's your channel's featured video with 911 4K. That's awesome. By the way, I really like your profile pic with the I think that's Santa Fe F7, whatever it is. Caleb said, yeah, I like the way it looks. It's crazy they even made a CSX locomotive with 6 digits, and it runs on water. That is true. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work, but that's pretty cool. I think yesterday they put 4720 and 911341 on like the same train. Super Bowl prediction, DMV Advocate says the Meteor. I actually think the Eagles are going to do it. Look, I've been picking the Chiefs all season long against my will, But I think this is like one of the only times I'm like, all right, you know what, Eagles? I think this is your year. You got this. And if the Chiefs still end up winning, I'm never gonna pick against them again because like something's gonna come up. Blaine, will you be out to catch trains this weekend? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not planning on it, but if something comes up, then we'll see. Oh, you were in Renfrew a few days ago. That's awesome. Oh, that's where you cut the PS remote. So, Blaine, let me ask you this. This is a question for you. Trains that run through Renfrew, because I know like NCBT and all that stuff go through there. I'm assuming coal trains don't go through there. Are there any trains that pass through that spot in the daylight? Because I would love to catch a train there. It reminds me a lot of the old main line. And Dakota, yeah, if the Chiefs can't stop Barkley, well, there's that, but then there's also like who's going to do a better job holding on to the football. Because we know the Eagles have not turned the ball over once in these playoffs. The Chiefs finally turned it over once against Buffalo, but we saw that didn't end up mattering. But yeah, if the Chiefs can get through that Eagles offensive line, like when Steve Spagnuolo, which I got to admit is the best defensive coordinator in the NFL, dials up those blitzes. If the Eagles can't stop that, oh boy, it's going to be tough. But I think they can. I think they can at least manage it. Maybe not stop it, but yeah, man, Philly's been good, and Jalen Hurts has been playing good football. Like he's honestly one of those quarterbacks where you don't think, oh, he's not that good. But hey, as far as I'm concerned, he's a 5-3 playoff quarterback, and he's just done a good job with efficiency. Like I don't think Jalen Hurts would be good on a team that's not as good. Like I think he would. Like no offense to him, but I think he's one of those quarterbacks that needs weapons in order to be good. And he's got a lot. Obviously, you've got Saquon, but you've also got guys like Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and Dallas Goedert and others. So the Checkers are up 1-0. Cool. Okay, Philip. Yeah, you used to ride the cabs of those Jeeps and F40s, including 4145. Yep. I did catch 4145 the one time. That is a cool engine. Philip, you're going to be at Shen tomorrow. Well, good luck. Hopefully you see some good stuff. Charlotte Checkers are up 1-0. Cool. And Hirsch. Oh. Holy expletive. They are tied at 2 at the end of the first. Okay. Philip, the Wabash was on 591, 596, but I checked heritage units today, and it wasn't. I think 1070 got taken off and is now in Conway. New York Central has been on coal trains, though, so maybe I'll get lucky and that will come back leading tomorrow. So if that happens, I'm definitely going for it because I have not seen that one lead yet. Okay. Philip Lee, when do you think 1976 will come back? Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I know, Caleb, you have not seen it yet and you've missed it a lot. Hopefully sometime soon. I don't even know where it is. Okay, so PW1 goes through there. Good to know. PW1 is a local, I'm assuming. Is that like one of their shorter trains? Because, yeah, like Renfrew. Is that a shorter train that has Jeeps? Because, you know me, I'm more of an EMD fan. But, PW1 runs in the morning, Levatron 8, 3, and 9. Cool. Okay. Well, I mean... Oh, Blaine, question for you. Does the B&P run on holidays? Because I know they run on weekdays only. Like, does PW1, like, do you know? Maybe you don't know. If you don't know, that's okay. Do you know if that will run on, like, President's Day? Because I am off that day. That will be February 17th, I think? I'm thinking, because... Wait a minute. Yeah, February 17th. That's President's Day this year. 1070 was pulled a few. Yep, it was. But that's okay. It was on there forever. And even though I never got to see it on those trains, I've seen it lead twice before, so I'm satisfied with that. Bears are unmuted. Oh, okay. I didn't know that it came through and didn't know it was an M408. That's right. It was on M408. It was trailing, though. But still, it was on M408. I do remember seeing that. Well, Caleb, maybe it will go on, like, M415 or something going east. Assuming that still runs as normal. I think Philip said it did. Okay, Blaine, you said it does use Jeeps. Good. Oh, that it does run on President's Day. Good. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do on President's Day then. EMD's out because Baldwin steamers are better. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do agree. The old GEs are cool. Oh, yeah, M407. That's another train it could go on going east. It's so confusing, man. I'm not even going to try to think about that stuff. Yeah, I like all the old stuff. Actually, well, so I not. This is actually cool. I'm not gonna get too much into this, but so I will say for someone who it runs from Butler to Evans City. I know where Evans City is. Okay, it probably has some does work there. Cool. U-boats, those are also cool. Okay, so speaking of Steam, so one thing, read your comment about the Penguins. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I muted my noties for Hershey and they're tied to. What was your thing about the Penguins? I didn't see anything. What I do know is that the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins beat the Bears 9-0 a few days ago. Really, Hershey's not played good. If they win a three-peat, they're not good. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So choir directors, right, and band directors, especially the high school level, they typically do a lot more than just teach. They go on trips. They work on musicals and other types of music. March some. In the fall, the band directors typically do marching band and all that. And yeah, it's musical season right now for choir, but there's also trips that can happen if you have the funding and money and all that and whatever. So, anyways, the trip that the students are going to be going on this year is going to be around the Hershey Park, Lancaster area. What was I going to say? Yeah, the Hershey Park, Lancaster area. And they're going to actually get to see Sight and Sound, which is cool. Sight and Sound's like a religious show that takes place in the place. It honestly looks like a kingdom. I've been there once. It's pretty cool. And I was told they're also going to get to ride the Strasburg Railroad. So, look at that. School and trains. I can't escape it. It's awesome. So, okay, Blaine, unsure if they can run on holidays, but they run Sunday through Thursday. That's right, they do run Sundays because of, what is it, BTRI. I know that runs on Sunday. Or I caught that one on Sunday. So they don't run Fridays. Okay. Well, Blaine, maybe you could check with Michael or something to get that confirmation, because I honestly would like to see that someone. Oh yeah, Philip, 40 minutes in. Yeah, Philip, we're going for 2 hours today. I typically make these go about 2 hours, so I'll be on here for another hour and 20 minutes to about 9-ish o'clock. If you're on there, then great. If not, all good. Yeah. We've had a lot of different people in today's BPRE. Wait, BPRE. Where does that run? What's BPRE? I do not know that one. I don't know. I know some BNP symbols. Like I know BT3 goes from Butler to Carson City. Good to know PW1 goes to Evans City. Okay, that's like I love that area. And then of course like BT or the NCRI is the coal train or whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, the BNP is a neat railroad. It just sucks they don't have EMD power. The 6 axles at least. If you want, it's like I said before, if you want to really see EMDs, you got to go to the Ohio Central or the Maryland Midland. You got an update about the Philly plane thing. What is the status? Hopefully everyone is okay. I honestly didn't even know that happened. But I will say, it's very sad. Like this time of year tends to be when things go really south in terms of aviation, air and space, I guess. Because on January, we're at the end of January, early February, January 28th, 1986, the Challenger with Krista McCullough and those astronauts went up, and about a minute in, they had a massive mechanical error. Whole thing blew up. No one survived. It was absolutely awful. Okay, Blaine, thanks for that update. And then, of course, we had the stuff that happened at Reagan National yesterday, and now we have this Philly stuff. And on February 1st, 2003, which is 22 years ago yesterday, The space shuttle Columbia was coming back from space, and I think something around it froze and ended up catching fire. It blew up as it was approaching Earth. So terrible. 2 days after I was born, because I was born in 2003. Okay, PW1, BT3, BTRI, BTNC. They all run Sundays. Okay. Okay, and that's right, because BTNC also goes through like Renfrew and all that. Okay. So PW. Okay. So wait. So Blaine. So the trains that go through like the Renfrew area are. I'm trying to get this right. PW1, BTNC, and BPRE. Correct. I don't know about PW2. Okay, we got more. BPRE is a relief crew. PW1, cool. The crash site is less than 3 miles. From Northeast Philadelphia Airport, which primarily services business jets and charter flights. Okay, so it took off at 6. CSX freight trains, what is up? Did I see your video last year when a BMP had a 19 locomotive power move? No, I didn't. That sounds crazy. Dakota, you were in the area when the crash occurred. That's crazy. Philip, yeah, you were. That's right, because you were born in '83. Philip, you were just a baby when the Orioles last won the World Series, 1983. Hopefully that happens soon again. Party like it's '83. It's been 42 years, way too much. You know, while I was sad about the Ravens losing the divisional round, it's like, look, I remember 2012. I was alive for that. The Capitals, of course, which they might win a cup with this team too, but we have 17 and 18. But the Orioles, nothing. Nothing. Delman Young, yeah. Well, he did that. He did the thing in 2014. You know what? I'm in a great mood. I'm in a baseball mood because football is depressing as always. So, I gotta do the thing. Ah, no. What am I doing? Okay, Delman, yeah. All I gotta look up is Delman Young 3-run double. Play the cap save. You're talking about Braden Holtby's save? There were a lot of those. Hang on a second, guys. Making some weird noises. By the way, I can't believe I'm already at 1,080 subscribers. I think for the first time in my channel's history, I gained over 100 subscribers in a month. I was at 977 at the beginning of, on January 1st, and I'm at 1,080. So yeah, over 100 subscribers in the month of January, which of course today is the last day of January. So, but yeah. And look at this bobble right there. Martinez bobbles it, which allows Hardy to score. Oh, yeah. Definitely the greatest moment in Camden Yards history. Anyways. Yeah, Dakota, that is true. Hey, now, don't go jinxing the cup run. Let's get out of the first round. I agree. Let's get out of the first round. However, I have a good feeling we are going to do that this year. Because honestly, last year, yeah, we got swept by the Rangers. We just weren't, our team just wasn't there yet. This year, our defense is a little suspect, but it's still decent. We've got 2 good goaltenders, one that's very good, and no Charlie Lindgren. I'm not talking about you. We've got much more of an offense. As long as we just play our game, I think we got a chance to at least win a series. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Dakota, I'm not saying we're gonna win this year. I'm saying by the time Logan Thompson's contract is up, I think we'll win one. So, anyways, okay, let's see. PW2 switches out customers in Evans City and goes to Ren. Okay, so it does. The shorts do help. Yeah, that's true. I don't post a lot of shorts, honestly. Okay. CDM archive channel. Who do I get winning the Super Bowl? I actually answered this 10 minutes ago, but it's okay. I have the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I have not admittedly picked against the Chiefs much this year. And at the end of the day, why does it matter? Because, It's not going to matter. And we all know the Chiefs are probably going to do it anyways. All right, Philip, take care. But listen, like the Eagles, I mean, 2 years ago, these two teams played. The Chiefs, obviously, we know how good they are. Yes, they got ref help, but like you got to give credit where credit's due at some point. But look, Philly's playing great. They've done a good job taking care of the football. Their defense is way better. It's going to be tough to stop the Chiefs because like they've just stepped it up in the playoffs. But like look at Houston. Houston was able to stop them. Why can't the Eagles? Jalen Hurts has been playing good. Saquon, obviously. Um, oh, you're just typing the Eagles. Are you an Eagles fan, CDM? Because if so, it'd be cool to see you guys win. But yeah, the Eagles like because yeah, obviously the Chiefs. We don't like. I don't have to talk about the Chiefs. We all know what they're about. But to me, if the Eagles can slow down the Chiefs' pass rush, maintain it for the most part, and Saquon can do his thing, because I will say the Bills actually ran pretty well against the Chiefs defense. You're not an Eagles fan? Okay. But still, I will be rooting for Philly. I know a lot of people are boycotting the Super Bowl. I don't blame them. I almost want to, but I'm like, I think Philly can do it. So, yeah, if they do that, if the Eagles take care of the football, don't turn the ball over. They haven't turned it all over all postseason. You do like Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he's a beast. What can I say? Yeah, like if they can do that, and then if Jalen Hurts can play like a pretty manageable football game, I think the Eagles got it. I think but I will say like if they start falling into those traps, if they can't stop the Chiefs pass rush, if Saquon gets shut down, if Hurts has an iffy game, over. They are not winning. Like no, they're gonna have to. Their margin of error is pretty slim. But the Eagles have been able to do good at that all season, especially late as the season has gone on, and especially against the Commanders in the NFC Championship game. I did get those picks right from last Friday. I had the Eagles and Chiefs winning. Um, but yeah, I mean, as much as I do like Derrick Henry because he is a Raven, I think Saquon's just a little bit better. Like Henry, of course, has the freight train. Haha. Wow, old man guy totally not using a train reference. But yeah, I mean, he's got freight train ability. Saquon's just faster, so. Did I say the Bills is a bad thing? Well, no, it's more of a sad thing. Okay, Blaine, should you start trackside live streams? Blaine, if I'm gonna be honest, yes. However, I wouldn't do it on like the BNP. I would do it somewhere where there's gonna be like a good amount of trains. Like maybe go to Conway or something. Or something around that area. Oh, Derrick Henry's face. Hold on, I gotta play two things. Hold on. So Braden Holt the save game 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The moment, and Dakota, I hope you were in here. This is the moment the Washington Capitals, I knew they were going to win the Cup back in 2018. So hold on. This play was insane. Doc Emmerich on the call. Oh, it didn't go. That was a horrible impression. Oh my gosh. But like, how? Like, look at this. Alex Tuck gets completely robbed. Boom. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Like how? Wait. What am I doing? Like, hold on a second. Like, how does he make this save? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, Braden Holtby was a stud. But hey, LT also a stud. You're just here doing 15 things at once. Okay, so you wanted me to look up Derrick Henry's face when he runs. Oh no. I've already looked it up a few oh gosh. Okay. Hang on. So you got this. This was against the Steelers. Oh gosh, these two. This one on the left right here is when he had that 87-yard run against the Bills. This one's really creepy. The one on the right, this is when we played the Buccaneers and we beat them on Monday Night Football. Oh, jeez. I do not. That is the last thing I want to see. That oh jeez, if that's the last thing I see before I die, that is not a good way to go out. But yeah, Derrick Henry's a stud, but so is Saquon. Imagine if you're playing him. Yeah, I'm not even going to imagine that. Same thing with Barkley. He'll just run me over. Well, no, Henry will run me over. Barkley will just run right past me. Honestly, I guess a train nick. If I had to give Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry nicknames, I mean Derrick Henry already has one. It would be Freight Train. For Saquon, I would give him the Flying Scotsman, since that's like one of the fastest British steam locomotives. This Flying Scotsman, because he's just so fast. Imagine. Okay, by the way, Colton the Cow says hi. Well, I say hi back to Colton the Cow, and I saw that the actual Colton Cowser, he was babysitting today during the Orioles caravan. Maybe that was yesterday. Didn't Saquon leap over someone? Yes, he leaped over a player of the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the Kelly Green uniforms. I love those. It just sucks that in the NFL you have to wear your normal homes and normal roads in the playoffs. Like, I don't what's seriously, how is that going to impact the game? It's not. It's really not. Oh, it was today. That's right. Well, we're only an hour in. Feels like we've been a lot. We've had a lot of train talk in this stream. A lot of people that haven't really been to the stream yet. But I like that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest. I took like a 3-hour nap before this, so that's why I'm in my pajamas. You saw Ketchup and he said hi. Well, that's good. Yeah, I like the Orioles live hot dogs. I remember, I think it was 2023, James McCann, who sadly isn't on our team anymore. I really, really like James McCann. He was mic'd up for one of our games, and in one of the moments he said, the Orioles really need to do a live hot dog race rather than doing it on the screen. And I don't know if that's what inspired it, but here we are. Last year, 2024, they started introducing that, and now they've done it a lot. Yeah, I have met the hot dogs actually in that warehouse. There was a game I went to back in September where we had access there. I think there was kind of like a mascot event. I know I'm sounding stupid. It's probably not even close to what it was, but maybe I'm right. I don't know. Oh, dude, I'm tired. Honestly, guys, I am tired. Mike Arrighetti, that's right. He upgraded our seats. That was amazing. Yeah, the Orioles owners are awesome. That ownership is outstanding. Actually, a year ago on my birthday, January 30th, 2024, John Angelos agreed to sell the team to that organization. And then 2 days later, February 1st, the Orioles ended up making the trade for Corbin Burnes, who, of course, Corbin Burnes is no longer on the Orioles. He is now on the Diamondbacks. But honestly, I'm fine with that because he's actually from Arizona and he has twin daughters as well as an older son. So, Corbin, I wish you the best there and thank you for one great year. You were a stud. But with that, I think the Orioles can still do well without Corbin Burnes. But, yeah, he was fun to watch on our team. And, hey, he's on the Diamondbacks now. It's not like he's on the Yankees or something, or the Red Sox. Although they have some good players. Like, they got Garrett Crochet. Actually, we play the Diamondbacks in April, so I think we might have to face Corbin Burnes. We just got to get Jorge Mateo on there and steal. 1067 on 268. I saw that, Blaine. Is it leading? Is it leading? Because if it is, I'm going for that tomorrow. I don't think it is, though, because I think it was Elephant Style, sadly. And if it's not leading, I probably won't go for it. Because I have seen it trail, ironically, Elephant Style, and ironically, actually, it was on 269 then I saw it. So, yeah. But yeah, Blaine, that's what I think, because it was on 269 the other day. Hopefully it comes back east. I saw it lead. I saw, what was it, Lackawanna on 268 back in December, and that was leading. I ended up chasing that from Rochester to Emsworth. Emsworth is a neat spot. I'm sure you've been there before. Maybe you haven't been there. Emsworth's cool. You might have to get tickets if we don't play, because well, that game's going to be in Arizona, so that is not happening. We're already going to Atlanta, so yeah, I'm excited to go to Atlanta. The only time I've actually been to the state of Georgia was at the airport, and by the way, that airport, Atlanta, don't recommend it. Do not recommend it. It is actually the biggest airport in the entire United States, and it is very busy. So, yeah. You're going to CLT. Oh, Charlotte. That's right. Now, I will say, if any of you ever ask me what my favorite airport is, that's hard. Because, like, I have been to. I mean, I've flown. Let's see, the airports I have flown in the United States: BWI, Dulles, Reagan National, which obviously we saw the terrible thing that happened. Minneapolis, Minnesota. LAX. I've been to LAX once. That's another one that's a pain. San Jose, Dallas, Love Field, and Atlanta. And the reason is because and Phoenix. I've been to the Phoenix airport as well. On mainly Southwest, but I've flown Delta and JetBlue as well. Oh, and Tampa Bay, because I flew. Let's see. And oh my gosh, I'm forgetting a lot. So okay, that's right, I forgot about Chicago. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's back up all the times I've been on an airplane in the United States. So yeah, hello, yeah. So 2009, I went to Disney World, and that was from BWI to Orlando and back, on Southwest. That was 2009. And then I didn't go on a plane again until 2016 when we flew Delta from Dulles to Minneapolis. It wasn't a direct flight. From Minneapolis, we went to LAX. And then we stayed there in like California for 10 days. And then on our way back, we went from LAX to Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, the little connector flight to Dulles. Oh my gosh, and I skipped one before. No, I got it wrong again. So that was 2016. The year before, 2015, we flew JetBlue, which I think is merged with Spirit or something like that. I don't know. 2015, we flew out of Reagan, or DCA, from there to Tampa, because I went to see the Orioles play the Rays and a few other things. And the Tropicana Field, yeah, that stadium is, I'm not even going to say it, not good. But they are getting a new stadium, so that is good. We did go on a CRJ from Atlanta to Dulles. That is right. We did fly on a CRJ there. But yeah, so JetBlue. I've flown on 4 different airlines: Southwest, JetBlue, Delta, and Lufthansa. But I'll get into Lufthansa in a little bit. So that was 2015. And then, let's see, flashback. I didn't go on a plane again until 2021. No. DMV, no. It was Dulles. When we went to Atlanta, it was Dulles. When we went from Atlanta, we flew from Atlanta to Dulles, not DCA. It was Dulles. It was not DCA. The only time we flew to DCA was in 2015. I know that. Anyways, DCA was JetBlue. Anyways, 2021, we took a direct flight from, it was not a direct flight, from BWI to Dallas Love Field in Texas on Lone Star 1, which is the Texas livery. Ironically, we were going to Texas. That was pretty awesome. It's the only time I have flown on a special livery painted airplane, so that was awesome. And then from there, we flew to San Jose. We were there for a little bit, and then we ended up like having a rental. We drove through like California and Nevada and Arizona. We ended up going to see the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam and all that. And then we flew a direct flight from Phoenix all the way to BWI. That was in 2021. And then 2023, I actually flew twice. The first time was from BWI to Chicago Midway. Went to Chicago. We saw the Orioles play at Wrigley Field against the Cubs. Oh, that's such a good stadium. I love Wrigley Field. And then we flew back there. And then, so that was in June. A few weeks later, I went on a choir trip. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting another place I've flown, but you'll see what it is. I've flown a lot recently, honestly. We did go to the first Uno's Pizza, that's right. And then, yeah, for Lufthansa, I ended up going overseas from Dulles to Frankfurt, Germany on a Boeing 747 Lufthansa, and then we took an Airbus A320 or A321, whatever, to Italy. To Rome. It was Rome, officially. So I was in Italy, then I went to France. This was my SRU trip in 2023. It was amazing. That's when that video of mine when I posted the trains going through Italy. Yeah, that was during that trip. That was amazing. And then we ended up going to France as well. And in France, we flew out of Nice Airport, flew from there to Munich, Germany, and actually we almost got messed up. Some people did because the flight left an hour and 30 minutes too late, and we had to get on the connecting flight quickly from Munich to Dulles. And some people's luggage got left in Germany, but not mine. But I felt bad for those people. Good food in France and Italy. Oh yeah, Italy, the Italian food. I know it's not gluten free. Sorry, but boy, that pasta. Oh man. Anyways, so yeah, then I flew. That was on an A340 from Munich all the way to Dulles. And then last year, 2024, I flew on Southwest from BWI to Jacksonville and back. Went to Jacksonville, Florida, to have some family down there. That was great. That's when I got to go to Buc-ee's. So, anyways, I love Jacksonville's an awesome city. That whole area is nice. I like the 100 emoji. All right. Sorry about that rambling, guys. I know we haven't really had any comments. Looks like DMVF Geek might be the only one in here, but it says there's 5. Any questions, guys? It can be train related. It can be not train related. We're still going to be going for another 55-ish minutes, so yeah. I don't want to end a stream, but you've never flied United, Spirit, American Frontier, Emirates. Oh my gosh, Emirates. Oh jeez. I would die to fly Emirates. Oh my goodness. A380. Give me on an A380. But the fact that I was able to fly on a 747, I think it was a 747-400, dude, like the bigger 747s on Lufthansa. That was pretty cool because they don't really. I think they're going to be retired from passenger service really soon, just because they're outdated. Very comfortable though. I really like the 747, and I saw a lot of them at the Frankfurt airport. Lufthansa. Frankfurt. Oh, David's in here. You should be at the train show in Timonium. You know, David, I used to go to that when I was young. Yeah, they were pretty cool. Yeah, this is. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's the Lufthansa plane that I flew on, or one of them. Man, they were. Yeah, it was just like that. They're pretty awesome. Yeah, when I found out we were flying on a Boeing 747, I did the airplane equivalent of foaming because I'm like, wow. You don't see that too often. Yeah, I don't know. Man, the first hour was pretty great. A lot of people were in here commenting. Now we got like nothing. I'm kind of sad. I did say Friday's won. You know, I don't see why there's like no one in here aside from David and DMV Advocate. You might take your Lionel EM1 for a spin. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I did take a picture of the plane. It was pretty huge. It's really funny because I remember being at the airport and the plane pulls up and everyone's like, "Holy crap, this thing's huge!" Like, that was pretty awesome. That was such a fun trip. Tom Grossi is live. What? Sorry, I just found another really weird thing. Yeah, let's watch Tom Grossi's live stream. I should say, hey Tom, he's at 807K. Wow, good for him.
Based off of this channel, Grayson woman. So I appreciate you. Yeah, it's
we're flooding Tom Grossi's stream.
Tanner, hoping you do an NFL Severance crossover one day soon. Imagine you doing a Jerry Jones and he makes me laugh. That is so weird. That's so weird.
Oh, I have to go in
That is very
another
strange.
channel.
Last night after watching Severance, I had an idea for a Severance.
Hang on a second.
That is very strange.
Hang on a second, guys. Ah! Oh, good. No, wait, we're good. We're good. Favorite come from away song? That would definitely be. Isn't it called "Me in the Sky"? Yeah, I love that song.
Appreciate the hell out of you.
1897 was on a mixed freight. Yeah, "Me in the Sky." That's my favorite. Ah, I'm struck.
NFL Severance crossover one day.
Oh, someone just donated some money to Tom.
It is an excellent show.
Hey, Tom.
Therapy service do you use?
Wait, no, I should do this on my old main guy account. That'll be smart. That'll be smart. 28 hours. Oh yeah, that is a good song.
Passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe.
Now I'm in my old main guy account.
This again, I want to be very careful because, like, I don't want to.
Hey, Tom, I am doing a stream on my.
But to find, and I'd used this years ago, so I can't speak to it now. But this is what I use Psychology Today to find a therapist. So I just looked it up, like, via my area.
Hang on.
And then I was able
your
to
videos
sort it and filter it out.
And your
Like what kind of therapist you're looking for. So that's how I was able to find mine, and it was super helpful. You can go through your insurance and see who is going to be covered as well. But yeah, I used that one, and that's how I found my therapist.
Let's see if Tom responds.
Doesn't get 1 mil, we climb like poles. Just be careful on them. Just be careful.
Hey Tom, I'm doing a stream on my channel currently. I love your videos and you're chaotic good for charity. Let's see if he says something.
Thank you for the 5 memberships. Appreciate the hell out of you. Sydney, with Tom, greetings from the Jericho Cruise. We just saw Osprey drunk off his rear end, down a drink, and collapse in the ring face first after hell of a first down.
He's talking about Eagles fans. Some report a cold at Mackley, and that's true, David.
That's pretty incredible. So, hell yes. Hell yes. Enjoy that Jericho Cruise. Thanks for the 5, Tom. Enjoy your final day of January in your current home. Hopefully we can meet once you move to Wisconsin. Huge fan. Thanks for all your work.
Safety third, Mike Rowe. Ha!
Forward to it. Very much looking forward to
Safety
it.
third, that's something I like to make fun of Norfolk Southern for. Come on, Tom. Ooh, Wildflowers stole the show. Ooh, hey there. I'll be dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
Like, it is going to be difficult.
Subscribe to Tom. He is at 808,000 subscribers. Someone get him to 1 million.
I'm going to be raising money. Like, that is the focus. You know, because those are.
Oh no, my comment's getting buried. My comment's getting buried.
So, I thought I legit.
And David, that train symbol is C670, by the way.
Campaign until we did 30 and 30 again.
That's what Jake said in the group chat.
Year and doing the streams and going, oh, maybe not. Gotta try, right? And at the end of the day, as long as we hit one of them, right? We prefer the charity one, but as long as we hit one of them, I'll be happy. Plays with Terry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get out of this. So Tom, he is doing a live stream. I think the Sunday after the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, he's going to do a stream where he's just going to stream until he either hits 1 million subscribers or donates $1 million to charity. Railfan Caleb, no, I mean Jake Lee. A different Jake. He is JL Rail Productions on YouTube, I think. But yeah, Tom Grossi, he's doing chaotic good, you know. He's outstanding. The grade 8 only needs 18 more goals. Well, to tie, yes, he is at 870. What is he at? 876 now after that goal last night against the Senators, where the Capitals did lose, but you know we were down by 2 goals twice, and we still got out of there with a point. Especially because we beat Ottawa about like a week or two ago, and Ovi got the game winner. So. Yeah, it's a third Jake, or a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I know so many Jakes, it's ridiculous. FAA, 2 people on board playing that. Oh, there were only 2 people that were on board. Okay, well, hopefully they're okay. Jeez, we only got 45 minutes left. The first time I did this, there were so many questions the whole time, and now we haven't really had much. I'm kind of sad. 3-3, the Bears scored. Well, hopefully they win. Yeah, you know I'm doing it. I don't care. Tom. Hey, Matt Mitchell. Oh, that's not Matt Mitchell. I thought I saw Matt Mitchell videos in my stream, but nope, I did not. But you said the Bears scored, so not Hohen. Gosh. Yeah. I know it says 2022. Here comes song number 2. Oh wait, no, let's watch this video. This video is way better. The teddy bear toss goal. There they go. Look at all the teddy bears.
Here they come.
Oh gosh, Tom Grossi made a video. I'll have to watch it after the stream. Okay. Now we're getting some questions. Okay. So David, yeah, the Capitals do have some great talent from draft picks and also some trades. Yeah, I know I just hope they can keep it up in the playoffs because the Capitals look really good. Really good. Okay, have I gotten the MISC? Joel, great question. Have I gotten the MISC at Orr Road at Mercer? No, Wait a minute. I'm trying to think of where Orr Road is. I have driven on it before. Is that a crossing? Or is that a, like where an underpass? Because if it's an underpass, like it's a little bridge, I actually have gotten it there. I think that's like where it parallels 19, if I'm not mistaken. I don't catch the MISC in Mercer. I usually like go straight from Grove City to like Fredonia. Even that's really hard. I haven't really caught the MISC much recently. I haven't caught it at all. I haven't caught the MISC at all since like it's in the field between two viaducts. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have caught it there. Well, actually, no. I caught the Orr there. I have never gotten the MISC there, but I've caught the Orr there before. Yeah, because I think it is. I'm just following the map here. Where's 58 Grove City? The outlets. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there's the tracks. I found the track. Where's 19? Yeah, okay. No, that's Tate Road. Or maybe it was Tate Road. No, it was Tate Road. That's what I caught it. It wasn't Orr Road. So I don't even know. So no, I have not caught it at Orr Road yet. I'm just looking on the map right now. I'm scrolling. I've caught it at Delaware Street. That road's fun too. Yeah, so Joel, right there, Tate Road. I caught it next to it right there. Oh gosh. Okay, more questions. When did I start watching Tom Grossi? So CDM, I think it was 2020 when I started watching Tom Grossi, because the first video of his, I think that I watched. I could be wrong, but it was either 2019 or I think it was 2019 actually. And I started watching videos of like his fan reactions. Like I think the Bears was one of the first ones, and then when the Ravens lost to the Titans in the division around that year, I watched that video, and I just kept watching his videos. And actually, I found his channel through Urinating Tree, who is you've probably heard of Urinating Tree. If you've heard of Grossi, you've probably heard of Urinating Tree. So I just started watching both of them, and then I started finding out guys like Scooter Magruder and 5 Points Vids and Brandon Perna, of course, and yeah. Okay, Mercer, yep, stay on the hotel. That's right. It's in the okay, but yeah, Joel, I'll have to check out Orr Road at some point. CSX should okay. Alex, hello, welcome to the chat. Happy Friday and Happy New Year. Yeah, I mean, it's been 2025 for about a month, but Happy New Year regardless. David, CSX should do a presidential look at a 45-47. I'm not going to get political on that. They could. I mean, CSX does have a 45-47. Yeah, I mean, whatever. You could make it the spirit of Donald Trump if you want. I don't know. I'm not getting political here, guys. Please, no, I'm not. I actually did joke about that after he won. Because I'm like, oh gosh, they're gonna make CSX 4547 something, aren't they? They also have an NS 4547, the C6M, but we're not getting any. We're not gonna get political in here. You caught the Miska Delaware Road too. 48 hours of nonstop rain. Oh, it must have been splish splash. Alex, have I seen 9? Yes, I have seen both CSX 911 and NS 911. I've seen CSX 911 like 5 times at least. And then NS 911 I have seen twice. The first time was in 2020. It was actually the very first NS train that I saw. It was 13R, which had like, I don't know, 9 engines. It had like a slug set and all that. And then NS 911 was stuck on a local out of Conway, C65 and C54, that takes the Cleveland line / Bayard, where those position light signals are. And I ended up chasing it a little bit, and really good lighting, so that was cool. You like the Tier 4 UP, CSX, and NS? Alex, are you talking about the Gevos or the Aces? Caleb, oh hell no, I'm assuming that's referring to 4547. Again, yeah, we're not getting political, so, like, I promise, please, guys, I am not, I know I mentioned the name Donald Trump, that's all, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not telling you who I voted for, that's none of your business. And I don't want to get political. That's like, I want to be a peacemaker, regardless of who wins. I don't like that there's a lot of tension. You love trains. Well, I do too. Okay, Joel, how many CSX Heritage units have you seen? I have seen 17 of them. I have a whole list of them. Most recent, yeah, Caleb, they're not going to. Don't worry. They're not going to. I promise they won't. Oh, your message got retracted, but I saw it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, Joel, I have seen 17 of them. The most recent was CSX 1851, the Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis. And honestly, that's my favorite. It looks amazing. I got that one leading in the snow. You've seen 17. Okay, so the ones I have seen. All right, so here's the list. This is in order. Chessie system. I have seen, I think 4 or 5. I think I've seen. I have literally seen the Chessie 5 times. I'm not kidding. I think 5 times, 4 or 5 times. I have seen Seaboard, 1973. 1982, Seaboard, I've seen that one 3 times, leading every single time. I have seen C&O, 1869, once. I would like to see that one again. I have seen Conrail twice, and Caleb, hopefully you see that one at some point. I've seen Conrail twice, leading and trailing. I have seen Monon, 1897, once, and it was leading. I have seen New York Central. I should probably be saying the numbers. So, 1973, 1982, 1869, 1976, 1897. New York Central, 1853, I've seen 3 times, 1 time leading. I have seen B&O, 1827. I've seen that one 3 times, I think. Twice leading. Maybe 4 times, I don't know. Wait! No, 3 times. 3 times for the B&O. I have seen Pure Marquette, 1899, once, leading. I have seen Atlantic Coastline, 1871, twice, leading both times. My 10th one was 1967, Seaboard Coastline. I have seen that one leading twice, once in August and once in November. Number 11 for me was L&M, 1850. Back when it was on B157 and B158. I saw it twice, both times leading. Number 12 was RF&P, 1836, which I have only seen as a DPU. That was the train where M332 with 911 leading. So, let's see, Alex, you were wondering about that. Yeah, that was the last time I saw CSX 911. It was back in August, leading M332. Which that video is not up on my channel yet, but it will be soon. All right, so that was 12, RF&P. 13 was the Western Maryland, 1852. I have seen that one 3 times. Twice leading, once as a DPU. The one time it was a DPU, 1827 was on point. I have seen number 14 was 1877, Chicago and Eastern Illinois. I actually caught that one by complete chance in the dark. It was trailing second on a M225 in Newcastle, and the leader was Long Hood Forward, and there were a lot of cool fallen flags. So honestly, even though it wasn't leading, that was awesome, to say the least. So that was 14. 15 was 1972 Seaboard, a family line system. That's another one of my favorites. I got that one leading, I think in November, maybe. Yeah, it was November. And like a few hours after that, 3194 passed that same night. That was the last time I've seen 3194. So that was 15. 16 was Pan Am. 1981, I chased down one on the old main line back in December, leading a coal train, and then 17 being 1851 Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis. So the only 4 I have not seen are 1902 Clinchfield, 1875 Pittsburgh and Lake Erie, which I would love to catch that one in Pittsburgh. 1900 Seaboard Airline, and 1834 Georgia Road. Those are the only 4 I have not seen so far. I'm not sure if CSX is going to make more heritage units, but we'll see. But I just can't believe I've already seen 17. 15 leading, 2 not leading yet. So, Joel, I hope that answers your question. I'm curious to see what you've seen. Yeah, Caleb, I also missed 1900. I'm with you. I also missed 1900. Oh, I have all the 4 you need. What are the... Okay. So you've seen the others. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, Pan Am, there's some that I definitely want a better shot of. Pan Am is certainly one of them, as well as C&O 1869. I do want a better shot of that one. Oh, Georgia Road was on your local. That's interesting. It went through my area like once or twice, but I wasn't available to catch it. Now I mentioned like my favorite one is 1851 Louisville and Nashville. If I had to pick a second, it would be out of the ones I've seen, that is, it would probably either be Pure Marquette or Family Line System. I also like the Seaboard and C&O. Really, a lot of them are cool. My least favorite is New York Central. I just don't like that one. And then you gotta love the Times New Roman font on the New York Central. Yeah, thumbs down for that one. 1900, I really want to see that one. That one looks amazing. 1897 has been stuck on my trains for a while, but yeah. Oh, David, you haven't seen the Seaboard yet? Well, that's gonna change at some point. So yeah, Joel, your favorites are my favorites. The Family Lines and NCSTL. Yeah, because like Seaboard's cool, but Family Lines just takes it a step further to me. Venue you're going tomorrow is pretty, yeah, in Tyson's Corner. In Virginia? Wait, did I say that right? It has just missed me. Okay, yeah. Actually, David, the one that drove me nuts for a while was B&O 1827. Because you probably remember that. I kept missing it and missing it and missing it. Brian was the same way. Just kept on missing it. And then finally, I found out that it was leading a coal train on the old main line, and you and I ended up chasing it from Point of Rocks to Mount Airy, which was awesome. You provided the light, which was great. And yeah, 1900 was on the old main a month ago. Well, I remember that. It led a coal train, I think, but I had to take the praxis that day, so I had to focus on that. And I passed, so, at the end of the day, that's going to serve me a lot better than just missing a heritage unit once, which I'm sure I will see at some point again. But yeah. 19 out of the 4 I have not seen yet, 1900 is definitely the highest on my bucket list. Yeah, Georgia Road was on the old main. It was on M217 trailing, but whatever. Honestly, the NS heritage units, it's kind of, if they're trailing, to me, it's really failing. But if the CSX ones are trailing, it's not as terrible because, they look normal in the front. So they're like, I'll admit, I don't want to be that guy, but there's some people who don't know how to shoot the CSX heritage units, myself included back in the day. It's like, you can't just shoot them head on, because then it just looks like a normal GEVO. You got to shoot them on the side. So I've tried to do that, but whatever. I've already shared my opinion on them. I like what Joan Hendricks is doing with this new scheme. And plus, there are fully painted CSX locomotives, in other paint schemes. For example, like the Pride in Service. Well, not 1776, but, and then you've got 4568, you've got 4720 now, and 911, 341, whatever it is. And then the B&O painted F40s. Don't forget those. Those are also awesome. You wish 1851 could have taken the old man on IO18. Yeah, David, me too. Issue was that train had auto racks and it's going to be in Jessup. Now, here's the thing, though. IO18... I don't know what that's going to do, because that train normally goes to Bayview Yard. So I don't know if it's going to not run, or it's going to take the same route as M372. It's going to go through like Hagerstown. That would be really cool if it did that. Another intermodal there. Let it go on IO25. Okay, well, Joel, how about this? First, it can go on IO18, and then eventually makes its way on O25. How's that? I don't even know where IO25 runs. Wait a minute. So Joel, you rail fan the Bessemer a lot. I've seen your name in the Facebook groups, but the trains you're describing makes me think that are you like around the Erie area, like the Erie West sub? Because I don't know where IO25 runs. I have no idea. Caleb says he needs 1834, 1851, 1875, 1900, 1902, 1967, 1972, 1976, 1981. Well, that's not... You've still seen half of them. Bedford Park to Jacksonville. Oh, okay. That's right. I should have known that, because usually trains that go on O25 sometimes end up going on O32. M408 could have some heritage units as it starts in Waycross. That is true, David. That is very true. You know what? I think M408 is the new M409, M410 for now, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, you live down in Georgia. Oh, okay. Question for you, actually. How hot does it get down there? Because I'm going to Georgia in July. The Orioles are playing the Braves, and I'll be going to Jacksonville a little bit after that. So, David, you haven't seen 19-2. Yeah, the clinch shield like never hits our area. It was on the Santa train, and that's about it. Yeah, that's like the one that never hits the area. A lot of them tend to hit the area at some point. That's like the only one that just doesn't. For a while, that was how Atlantic Coastline was, and then I got stuck on 135, 136. 4K, you are back. We had a lot of train talk recently about heritage units. We got about another half hour before this stream is over. You're coming to Georgia in July. Oh, gosh. 90 to 100 degrees. Yep, good to know. Okay. I'll just have to drink lots and lots of fluids, primarily water. But that's cool. Water is great. It's very good for you. I made a song about that like 10 years ago in a very cringe video that wasn't even on YouTube. 90 to 100 and humid. Ugh. Yeah, that's the issue right there, the humidity. Oh, no. I'm going to be sweating bullets. Because at least in the West, it's, at least it's not humid. Then again, they have the wildfires, so I'll take that. Yep, sunscreen. Oh, yeah. Well, Joel, I learned that the hard way one time. I once got a second-degree sunburn. Not fun. That was in 2022. That was a living hell for about a week. That was absolutely terrible. Even at night, it can be bad. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably really steamy. Ugh. I don't know where our hotel is. I don't know if it's in downtown Atlanta or something else. Oh, Caleb, you still need 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I need a better shot of it. Like, I've seen them at night. I would like to get a better shot of that. Yeah, we've had a lot of train talk during this live stream. I'm cool with that. Oh, my computer. It's so funny. I'm going random, but every time I turn my computer on, it gives me like a new background. Right now it's showing the Northern Lights. We actually had the Northern Lights back in October. Don't leave your hotel after dark. I don't plan on it. I mean, that's kind of how I handle all the cities, especially Baltimore. Pittsburgh, you can probably get away with it. You all have seen my videos at Homestead at night. It gets a little iffy, but there's police, so it's fine. But yeah, most cities, oh jeez, you can't do that, man. It's sketchy. I mean, I will say, the crime rate, the murder, the homicide rates have continued to drop in Baltimore, which is good, but got a long way to go. If you have any extra time, we have good rail funding spots. Yeah. I know Inman Yard, right? I think that's like the big NS yard in Atlanta. I also know there's I think the lines in Atlanta on NS don't require cab signals, so there's a good amount of forward power that leads. I only know this because I got Bishop, BNSF Bishop on YouTube, or Bishop Smith. He's, from the Atlanta area, and he sends me stuff all the time about BNSF, Union Pacific, and all that stuff. Foreign power on the NS lines, so. Feel free to subscribe to him if you haven't yet. I don't think I'll have extra time to rail fan, but we'll see. Maybe I will. I have accidentally caught some trains on my vacations before. Like back in 2021, I went to California, and I ended up we stayed in a motel in Barstow, and earlier that day we drove through the Mojave Desert, so we saw a lot of BNSF trains on the side of the roads. That was pretty awesome. I got to rail fan a little bit. Got a little sketchy, but yeah, Barstow, California is pretty sketchy, but really, really good area to catch trains. Okay, Inman Yard's awesome. There's a lot of foreign power, BNSF, UP, and CPKC. It's been a while since I've seen some CPKC. Well, I've never seen an actual CPKC engine. I've just seen CP and KC separately. And actually, it was around this time last year, like early mid-February, we had a lot of CP and KCS locomotives going through like the Pittsburgh area. Yeah, California. Well, yeah, California is nice. Primarily Southern California, even though the wildfires are bad. Northern California is not bad too. Like that's the thing. California, I like visiting California because it's cool, but I would never live in California for so many different reasons. Mainly just because it's too expensive. Smart TV, I love smart TV. It is a great feature. Yeah, I like putting. So you had me up on the big smart TV. That's pretty funny. Oh, my face, my cursed face. 1902 was reported in Charleston, West Virginia. Yeah, that ain't touching us anytime soon, unfortunately. Oh man. Yeah, you put me on the big screen. Well, hello. Oh jeez. Dude, I'm exhausted. That's what teaching does to you. I mean, like it's been like my student teaching has been outstanding. It's just I'm not making excuses, just how it goes. I've just had to get up early, like 5. I usually get up at 5:30 a.m. Something like that. Get up, get dressed, take a shower, get out of there. I have like a 45-minute drive to where I teach, which sounds like terrible, but it's honestly not. The driving is great. I look good on the big screen. Okay. Oh geez, it's almost like I'm giving an inaugural address. It's like I'm the president of the United States. The old main guy gives the oh my gosh, what's it called? The speech or whatever it is. I don't even know, man. I'm sounding stupid. I can't think of what it's called. The presidential address or whatever it's called. Yeah, I'll be president one day. You all can vote for me. Anyways, no, I will never run for president. That is not my cup of tea. I'm too nice to do that. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry if I've gotten a little too political in this live stream, because never say never. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll be popular. Jeez, that'd be funny. I would still do my train videos as president. That would be really funny. But anyways, yeah, because someone mentioned earlier about, oh, CSX could make a 45-47 for Trump. I'm like, not even gonna comment on that. Not even gonna say, nah. I'm just not going there. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like using smart TV for YouTube, or other things. It's nice for streaming. Like, I'll admit, during COVID, because like I've mentioned in streams before, I go to church. I'm religious. I'm a devout Christian. And during COVID, everything was shut down, including church, unfortunately, which I understand. COVID was, we weren't really sure what it was about. Turns out it wasn't all that horrible, in terms of how deadly it was. I mean, yes, people died from it and it sucked, but people didn't know, and that's understandable. So, everything was shut down, and we had to do stuff online. And so, yeah, I would just watch church online. We put it on Facebook, put it up on the smart TV, and boom. You could be eating breakfast, watching church every Sunday morning. So, it's just something we did. Although I will say it's just not the same. Not the same as going in person. All right. Train talk. David, it would be neat if 911, 343, and 4720 would lead our way on M408. That would be cool. That would be cool. Now, 911, 343 runs on water, so I don't know if it could even lead, but who knows. It would have to be like old school, like stopping at a water tower, like a steam locomotive. But um, yeah, that would be cool. Like put them together. N4568, add that all. Be an interesting trio. I'm curious if the Roblox Southline District's going to add those locomotives soon. 4K, I filmed CSX 1853 in the snow. That's awesome. Was it leading? That is the question. I mean, even if it wasn't leading, that's great. I do like catching trains in the snow. Actually, I caught LNN 1851 in the snow like 2 weeks ago, and it was I mean, there was like 5 inches of snow on the ground, but it was actively snowing. It was like flurrying a little bit. Okay, you're trying to get a wide semi-distance shot. Okay. Yeah, I don't have an actual camera, so I don't really get into that stuff, but that's awesome. Joel, you said I heard 911343 is going to Baldwin because the corporate office is down the way. Okay, yeah. Baldwin, Florida. I know Distance Signal Danny Harmon goes there all the time. And I know, and I think I mentioned this in a previous stream, but I do want to congratulate Danny on his retirement from Fox 13. I mean, we all know his voice is outstanding. I mean, come on. Like, you don't even have to know who it is. You close your eyes and like, my goodness, that guy has a voice. Like, that's kind of how that business goes. Like, you got to be, good at, you got to be professional, but like you also have to have that innate ability. Okay, you published it a week ago. You know what? I might check it out right after I am done with this live stream. Okay. 4720 and 911343 ran an hour for me. You had work. Well, work takes priority, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, but also not, because, you get the money. Okay, the pair was on M841. Interesting. That Buick Regal guy, welcome. It's okay that you're late. You picked up something for work and you feel terrible. Hey, it's all good. I hope you're feeling all right. Um, Yeah, we got another 20-ish minutes. Maybe I'll go a little bit over. I don't know. Danny Harmon is awesome. You got to meet him. Oh, man, I'm jealous. I am really jealous. I would love to meet him at some point. It's funny, though. So when I was in Jacksonville last year, I think I actually drove by one of his famous shots. There was like, I think it was this video of the EMD ST70AHs that were on CSX briefly. And there was there was like a little watershed or whatever that the tracks went through, and it was like a brown trestle and the tracks went over. I drove over a spot that looked very similar to that near Jacksonville on the CSX line, so it may have been that. Someone I saw at Fostoria, fan of the Hendrix Fam Live of the Fostoria. I never heard of that, but that's cool. Okay, 3360 was leading. All right, so it wasn't leading. That's okay. All good, all good, all good. Hold on a second. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to try to look up a Danny Harmon video of these ST70s. Because I am pretty sure it was in this video that I'm talking about, this spot. I know he's gone there a lot before. Wait. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. Distant. Nope. Distat. Signal. I do miss the ST70Hs. They were pretty cool. I got to see them a few times. I saw 2 of them lead. Okay. Let me see if I can find this. Where is it? Okay, so it wasn't in that video. I'll have to find it. But there was a legitimate trestle. That the tracks went over that I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like a Danny spot. I know one of my friends, ACL Productions or whatever his name is, Multimedia, he is rail fan in Wildwood, Florida, which is another one of Danny's favorite spots. Oh my gosh, his face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Danny. I did not mean to pause the video like that. But seriously, Danny Harmon is one of the best. Because, like, I will say, like, there are a good amount of YouTubers that I have been inspired by doing this stuff. Baltimore Ohio Railroad, one of them, mainly because he's in the area. Railfan Rowan, I have like a little bit of mixed feelings with him, but in general, I do like him. He seems like a nice person, and I like his adventurous side of rail fanning. Like, yeah, I think he does get a little nuts at sometimes, but he's doing it for a good cause. And so I like doing that stuff. I like chasing. He inspired me to chase trains. And then Danny Harmon kind of taught me how like some of the stuff work, like how signals work, how CSX symbols its trains and that stuff. So, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who can say that, who can relate. So, yeah, those are and of course the other stuff, the other ways I've learned about this hobby are just from meeting people who are a little bit more knowledgeable than I am. So, the male and Railfander kid and his dad are the ones up close in that private crossing. Okay. Wait, you said you caught it in New York. Oh wait. Oh wait, I'm stupid. New York Central. I know you said New York Central, but I was thinking in New York for some reason. I think I've met the male Railfander kid. Railfan Rowan posts some cool videos. Yeah, he hasn't posted in a while. I think it's because he actually worked for NS. I'm pretty sure. Well, and also his channel got like hacked. I think like 5 years ago. So, um, yeah, a lot of his older videos that were pretty awesome got taken down. I think even his 611 chase video got taken down at some point, which sucks because that was. I'm talking about the one where he chased it south on 060. Which I actually did that. I got to do that a few years later, back in June of 2023. I couldn't chase it the whole way because I had a class, so I literally bolted down south from like Westminster, Maryland. Old Main Productions picked me up. We were booking it all the way. We had to really haul to catch up to it. Like the train was in Hagerstown, and we were like an hour from Hagerstown. We didn't catch up to the train until he hit Berryville. Yeah, I know 1853 is New York Central. I don't know why I was thinking, oh yeah, you caught it New York Central in New York. Why was I thinking that? I don't know. ADHD moment, I guess. I do have ADHD, so it's tough to read in chat. Well, I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, that is true. I get sidetracked sometimes. Oh my gosh. All right, we got 15 minutes left. Ooh boy. Can't believe it's almost 9 o'clock, dude. These streams go by so fast. It's almost kind of sad, but that's why I do this a lot. Oh wow. I just got a hockey alert. The New York Rangers just acquired JT Miller and 2 players from the Canucks for Philip Scheidel, Victor Mancini, and a 2025 first-round pick. I hate the New York Rangers, so I don't like that. I know JT Miller is a good player, so yikes. But I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of the Rangers. Even though they have beaten the Capitals a lot in the postseason. I don't like them, though. I don't like any New York teams, really. The only team I can somewhat tolerate is like the Giants. And maybe, well, see, I can't even say the Jets because their fans are annoying. I don't know. Yeah, I got like 15 minutes left for to ask me anything in here. Yeah, this chat's kind of ebbed and flowed today, but I will say we've had a lot of comments. My 1,000 subs should definitely be the beginning of my road to monetization. Well, I mean, who knows? I mean, I will say, like, if my channel does get big, then maybe. But for now, I'm not really gonna change the way I do YouTube. Like I'll post shorts occasionally. I'll do this stuff. I'll do the videos. It will. Well, yeah, but I got a long way to go. And like again, I could, but like seriously, like once because this is gonna be where I get like a real job and I'll be a teacher. So like, it would be nice to make money on the side, but I don't know. Like we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like, because like if I spend so much time in doing that, I won't have time to do stuff for like my actual job, and that's obviously more important. So, whatever. Oh, okay. We got a baseball question. Do you think Felix Bautista will be back playing this upcoming season? Well, he should be. Felix Bautista, one of my favorite players in the Orioles. 2023, he was amazing, and then he had Tommy John. But yeah, he's expected to play starting in this season. The question is though, will he be up to his full strength? Well, he threw like 102, 103. I don't expect him to hit that. Like maybe he'll be like at most 100. So that does worry me a little bit. But at the same time, I mean, I think he'll definitely play question is, will he be able to stay healthy? Because, boy, if he gets hurt again, that could be really, really dangerous. One outlier training video could get to your 4,000 watch hours. That is true. I mean, there have been some of my videos that have hit over 1,000 views recently, which I know that won't do it. I have to get like 100,000 or something ridiculous like that. That's why I post shorts. Like, my most popular short was of the solar eclipse back in. Oh my gosh, that was almost a year ago. That was almost a year ago. It was 10 months ago. Solar eclipse of 2024. I got like 8.5 thousand, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for my channel, it's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Like, again, my plan is not to get monetized. I mean, heck, my intro even says subscribe, it's free. But we'll see. Okay, ooh, have I ever chased WMIP? Yes, I have chased them 3 times, Joel. Once in 2023, I chased the only WMIP I've seen is the Oil City job. No, wait, that's not true. That's not true. I've seen the Oil City job twice. In November of 2023, I chased them just going south/east from Meadville all the way to Oil City. 432, the one of the Red Dragons was leading. 430 was trailing. I believe those two are up in Olean now, or they've been there for a while. And then in 2024, I caught them twice, I believe, in April, or once in March, one in April. In March, I actually caught them going towards Falconer on that side, but I only got them up to like what's it called? It's a town that started with a C. Like around Sagertown, a little bit north of Sagertown. Got him in a few spots there. That was 427 or 435 and 426, which 426, of course, has left the property to go on the L and AL, I believe. And then in April, I saw 435 and 427 on the ME1 job. I started in Oil City, and I ended up going all the way to Rouseville, watched them interchange, and I saw them go back west a few spots. It just sucks that they run Tuesday, Thursday, because I'm not going to be free on those days. But yeah, I do like the WMIP. Sad that they're getting replaced, the Alcos are with the GP15s, but it's still better than, like, I don't know, something else. Yeah, I know shorts don't count towards the 4,000. That's for, like, the million watch hours or whatever. Okay, Buick, you said it's that new slurve pitch. You're close. Oh, the new slurve. You're talking about the pitch that hurts him. The slurve. Bautista throws. He throws 3 pitches. He throws a fastball, obviously, because he throws really fast. He throws a splitter, and he throws a slider. Maybe it's the slider you're thinking of, but he rarely throws a slider. To me, I think with Bautista, just for him, because, like, you're right. Like, there are some pitches that can definitely impact it, like the curveballs, sliders, whatever. But Bautista barely throws that. For me, I think he got the Tommy John just simply by throwing the ball that hard. And, we're seeing so many athletes these days having to go through to undergo Tommy John just because they're throwing so much hard. It's almost like pitchers that become throwers more than pitchers. It's just how the game is. I mean, I like watching pitchers throw fast, but it's like you got to worry for them long term, and not just for baseball in general, and, for stuff in general. Joel, you said, sounds like you've done pretty well. You've only gotten them outside Meadville, and it was in Oil City. I love Oil City. Oil City is a great, that's a great town. It's literally where oil was discovered in America. That's why it's called Oil City, like literally. But yeah, I really like the trestle shot there. I need to catch them at the teardrop mechanical bells, but I've heard they're kind of crappy sounding, so I haven't really touched on that yet. But yeah, it's also an extremely easy chase. Like ME1, I've never gone up to Olean, New York, but ME1, the Meadville Oil City job, so easy to chase. I mean, 322 and one basically parallels it the whole way. And then Franklin, of course, that's the only tough spot with the traffic lights. But then you get on Route 8 and 62, paralleling the Allegheny, and pretty easy. 670 should be getting close. Yeah, rain might be slowing down. Yeah, David, it is raining up here as well. A lot of the snow has actually melted, and we're finally seeing some green on the grass. So I've seen some green grass. Caleb, you're going to take a trip to see 1976? Screw it, I'm going for it. I like that mentality, Caleb. You're determined to get it. Hopefully, it is still in Cumberland by the time you get there. And if not, maybe you'll see something else. Or maybe even if you do see it, you'll see something else. Joel, you said you got him right across the street from the McDonald's. Yeah, I've caught that before. What do you mean things got hectic fast? Oh gosh, I'm scared about that. Yeah, I've caught them right at the McDonald's. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Actually, the first time I chased them, I had lunch in that. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of a glitch there. I had a little bit of a glitch. That's why it was stopping. What I was telling Joel was, so the first time I chased WMYP, after I caught them in Oil City, I actually went to that McDonald's and had lunch. So that was cool. It's in the 50s in Baltimore. Wow. Doesn't feel, man, now we're starting to think, oh boy, global warming, you know. Yeah, I think it was in the low 40s here in Slippery Rock. Dakota is saying, I need all the snow and rain to stay away. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want it to be so cold. That's really on me. They wheel slipped across. Oh, they wheel slipped right in between the two crossings, caught the tracks on fire, damaged the rail, and caused the fire department to show up and a bunch of cops. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so let me ask you this. When was this? Because I know, like, back in the day, like they used to take the South Branch, I think, because there's that side track that goes down. Maybe it's called something else, but it was the I think it's called the South Branch. They don't go down there anymore, unfortunately. I think one of the last trains they ran down there was in 2024. I never got to see them down there, but it's also really hard to catch them down there, and it takes forever because they have to go about like 5 miles an hour. April of 2023. Okay, so they were still running down the South Branch, but I guess they didn't that day. Miro got a hat trick for Hershey. Good. Hopefully they win. You got a 13-hour ride to Alabama. Well, safe travels. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't snow. You know the branch you're talking about that. Yeah, they didn't go that out. Yeah, I never get to see you there. That's the thing. There's a lot of stuff on the railroad that I've missed. For example, Ohio Central, I never got to see that. And you know, with those Super 7s, which are getting scrapped, unfortunately, the Conrails. But Old Main Productions and a few other people caught it. Just like I didn't get to see some of the old Bessemer Power, but I saw some of it. I got 868, you know. 1067's not coming through. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully maybe 1066 will. New York Central. The other New York Central Heritage Unit, the NS one, which the thing about 1066, I don't like that one either. I mean, it's whatever. Its horn sounds terrible. Like, fix it. Like, it's so funny because they're playing all the small things. That's really funny. You missed your fair share. Yeah, I mean, we all get our stuff and miss our stuff. I will say there's a lot of stuff I caught like a few years ago where it's like, man, I wish I was actually trying to take this more seriously in terms of getting a good shot because I regret missing this other stuff. All the small things, truth things. Yeah, 1066 horn does. It's terrible. Like, literally, out of all the aces, the heritage units, like 1065's horn is weak. One of the bells are dead. 1066, we don't even talk about it. 1067 sounds good. 1068, I mean, I just don't like K5LAs on aces. It sounds fine. 1069s is missing that one bell, which is frustrating. 1070s is, was like K1LL3, whatever the heck it is. I hate it. I know it's K5LA got stolen. I wish it still had its P5. 1071s actually sounds good. 1072 sounds good. 1073s is neat because it's an interesting K5LA. And then 1074s is a weird fouled K5LA. Yeah, 862, I know. And you know what? You know what's really sad about 862? And Blaine and Joel, you might know this. Its P5 used to sound incredible. And you know what? I'm actually going to pick it up. Because, yeah, it sounds bad now. I did like when it had the K5LA. I agree, Caleb. I think the Gevos for the heritage units have better horns. Especially, like, honestly, Conrail's K5HL, it has like a little bit of a sharp bell to it. Sounds pretty cool. But 8101, the Central Georgia, it's weaker, but it has a K5HLA. And then 8105's 8105's K5 or K5HL A, that sounds great. And yes, Dakota, I did know about 5018, and that was a K5LA. Yeah, let me go. I'm trying to find my Bessemer and Lake Erie playlist here. Oh, I've got so many playlists on my YouTube channel. There it is. Yeah, I know it's 2 hours in, but I can go a little bit over that. Yeah, I'm trying to find, okay, an example of 862's horn now. Oh, it's just bad, dude. It's bad. Hang on. Where's a video of, okay. Oh, yeah, this clip you can hear the defect detector. This is in Slippery Rock. BMP's 3882's P3, oh gosh. Ugh, it's just not good. Yeah, so it didn't sound good. But you see, it used to sound incredible. Let's go to September of 2022. And actually, this train, I caught it. This train actually went to. Oh shoot, hang on. This train actually went to Conneaut to pick up this. This is one of the stone trains that ran. But I didn't chase it. You know why I didn't chase it? Because I had COVID. But I decided to go for 862 because I just wanted to hear what it sounded like. But listen to this. This, oh man, it sounded so much better in this clip. This was in September of 2022. It sounds so good. Before, so this is going to be quite a treat. I hope you guys. This is Greenville, by the way. Video. So much better. I'm just going to show this whole clip. That crossing bell, by the way, that's going off, that's now an E-bell. It's no longer that bell. Oh, Hershey's leading. There's 905. Before it got... Yeah. Before 905 looked really, really weird with that red box. Yeah, right there on that corner, it now has a red box. And it doesn't have a P3 horn anymore. And it's got an E-bell, which is disgusting. Anyways, now we're a little bit over 2 hours. I don't care. But yeah, that just goes to show 862's horn used to be like the best P5 in the land. Now it sucks. They need to fix it. 878's P5 is pretty good, even though it's actually a little bit fouled. Okay, keep playing the video. I already did. All right, I'll take, okay. Just wondering, how lucky do you think you'd be to catch the Orr of the Misk Racing in 2025? Oh, Blaine, man. Your catch of that was awesome. The Orr and Misk Racing in Butler with 868 and 8876. If only 8876 had its K5 LLA that it has now, sounds really good. That's the thing. Like, when those SD70M-2s go away, they usually get... sometimes they get better horns. Like, 8800 happened to that one, too. Like, I'll be honest, even though I'm literally, like, not even 10 minutes from the Bessemer right now, I don't really go for them anymore. I really don't. I hope you bought a lottery ticket after that catch. Oh, you're talking about with Blaine. Yeah, you may have. All right, guys. I know we're a little bit over 2 hours. Oh, it's almost 9:05 p.m. Haha. I'll take like one or two more questions, and then I'm going to end the live stream. But yeah, I do want to thank you all for coming out. It's been this has been a fun one. I mean, I've liked all of the live streams, but this one honestly might be my favorite one so far, just because there's been a nonstop action. So yeah, feel free. Any more questions? Thanks for putting this together. Of course, yeah. Like I said, I plan on continuing to do these on Fridays, but I will say the only things that could prevent it from happening, number one, is my internship. You know, something could come up, or something goes on at the school where I have to be there. Obviously, that takes priority, and I will let you all know if that happens, and it will happen at some point. Number two, if there's a train that comes out and it's like, hey guys, I gotta catch this because this is rare. Because like as much as I like doing this, that takes priority because it will be on my channel and you all want to see that. And then there could be something else, like I go home or something. I don't know. So yeah, any more questions, guys? We got I mean, I can go on, but yeah, I'm gonna end it soon. So, any more questions? I will gladly take any last second questions before we end this stream. Just can't believe it's already February tomorrow. You won't be around next Friday. That's okay, David. You know, I don't expect you guys to be at every single one of these. I mean, out of my 1,080 subscribers, I'm sure some people will show up, you know, so that's all good. I just can't believe I'm already at that. I didn't think I was going to get to 1K until like March after I hit 900, but then my channel started to go bigger. David, it's funny you said you hear a train approaching in the distance because I could have sworn I just heard the ore go through, but I don't think so. The Bessemer ore. David, you might be hearing that C670. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'll take any more questions. The first 1,000 were the hardest. Yeah, I mean, again, like I'm not all about like the views and subs. I just like post and see what happens. But you know, once I was getting close to the milestone, I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. I want to see this happen. So it did. YouTube will push your content better. That's true. Well, my videos have been consistently doing better for my standards. That is, my standards are nowhere near as high as others, and that is okay. I don't care about that much. I know it wasn't the question. No, I know. It's all good. Yeah. You have 32. I did see that 32,000. That's really good. That is really good. Maybe I'll get there at some point. We'll see. But yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, David, the video that got his channel going was like, I don't know what it was. It was a video of a coal train that like stalled at his house. And he's like, yeah, the train was giving it the old college try and it didn't work. And for some reason, that title kind of made his channel take off. You will? Well, I'm sure I will at some point. We'll see. You just heard a horn of Mom Ravi. All right, well, David, well, if you have to sign off and go catch that train, good luck. It's probably the Mac leading the coal. So, which, by the way, David, C670, that goes to Bayview. So, this is like one of the last times for a while you're going to see a train like this going to Bayview that will go through the Howard Street Tunnel. So, consider yourself lucky. Very good heavy title. Yeah, 360 characters max. Yeah, I've tried to keep that down. All right, guys. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I think I'm just going to sign off for the night. But again, thank you for joining. It has been fun. I like doing these. I will continue to do these, and maybe occasionally I will even do like a rail fanning live stream, just like I did last week. I'm not gonna do one tomorrow, but those are not gonna be weekly. That's gonna be like on special occasions. So yeah, thank you all again, and I think that's all I'm gonna have. David, good luck with that coal train or whatever it is. I like trains. Yeah, that's my profile. See you, Dakota. Thanks for joining. Guys, I'm heading out, and have a great weekend. Rest up. Do whatever you need to do. If you're going to be rail fanning, doing something out, be safe out there. Have fun. And I'm going to steal this one from Danny Harmon, but it's okay. He's inspired me. Here from this random room that I'm not going to say where it is. This is the old man guy signing off, and until next time, I'm out. You're going to the Model Train Show. That's awesome. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Have a great night, wherever you may be. And see you until next time. Probably next Friday. And we'll go from there. So have a great night. And I'm out. Peace.